Hi Akshara and Snigdha. As discussed in WhatsApp, that you have a doubt session in evening, but due to certain issue, I couldn't take the class, so I decided to record this video and send it to you. So you have a doubt on this question, right? Like write a program to accept the name with more than one part and display it with the following pattern, right? And another question was to find out uh, the string that is the longest one and the shortest one, that is another same thing, the largest and the smallest. So I have done both the program for you, so that you can follow this program and write in the program, write in the exam. So I have made a very simple program for both the question, so that it can be easily understandable to you and you can get the output also. So let me start explaining. So I'm taking into consideration my first program, that is find out the largest and the shortest word. Means here a given string was available to you. For example, um, so here, as you can see, this is one sentence. So it is a kind of string here. So if you can see in this sentence, the largest and the shortest word, if I say you to find out, then it may be both this both word are the smallest word, and the largest word it might be unintelligent. So what is the criteria for the largest and the smallest word? The criteria is to find out the length, and length can be calculated just by counting the character. So length can be calculated just by counting the letter. For example, the number of letter in and, if I say you for small and, how many letters are there? D, N, A, three character, right? So there are three character, so length is 3. If I say you to find out same for intelligent, how many character are there? Just count it. T, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So total 11 character are there. So based on this 11 and 3, we can decide that which is the largest and which is the smallest. So same thing we need to do here. So I'm showing you the same, that find out the string. I have made the program on the compile time string. You can same try it based on the user input, and user input you can take it like as I explained in the last class, with the help of scanner library. So just see this program. If you can see this program, I have used imported two libraries here, that is my array and comparator. So as this program, as I have created one class with the name long short, and this is the main section. Here I have taken this string as a compile time. You can try with scanner, means from user input. This program is just to give an idea how you can deal with and you can find out um, this longest and the smallest string. So this is a compile time input, and this might be, here I have taken two variable, longest and smallest, which are of string type. And the reason why I have used this library array and comparator here, array is array is a library that is when you add it on a program array, it will uh, read your object, that it will read your string or any variable in the form of array. Like here it will read the whole sentence, this string, in the form of array stream. From array is a group of a homogeneous data. Okay, like you might be aware that array is a group of homogeneous data. So they will they will accept this string as a array, and they will split it wherever they will find a space. This double quote is representing the space, means the gap between this double quote, it is representing the space. So what they will do, they will accept this string in the form of array, and they will split it wherever they will find a space. And the next thing is that this dot max function, what they will do, here the term comparator is an object. If you can see here, if you put a cursor here, they will give you idea like what actually the comparator is. Comparator is a new module, or like a new library, or you can say new function added into your Java 8, that is used for comparing an object, comparing a string, comparing an object. Object means what? Whatever you are reading here, that are considered as an object, means a kind of string. So this comparator will compare each and every word, and based on that comparing how they are working, dot max is used for finding the maximum string, means finding a maximum length word. So that is why I have written here this array dot stream. What they will do, first they will read it in the form of array stream, then they will split it. S dot split means they will split this s variable wherever they will find it. It will be something like this. Once it read it, it will be something like this, Akshara and Nigda. It will be it will split like this. It will split like this. After this, dot max comparator is a library which is used to compare an object. You can see here a comparison function which imposes total ordering. It will order on some object, means a group of variable string, it will compare it. So this comparator is used for sorting or ordering, or is used to arrange in some order. So this comparator will compare it based on the length. String is to length. So based on this length, it will compare it, or otherwise it will simply write it null. So as we have a string, that is why it will do a comparison, and it will find out the maximum length uh, word from this string and assign to the longest. Similarly, it will happen for smallest. Same operation it will occur here, and dot main function will find out the word which is smallest one. So here comparator will again compare it based on the on this string data type based on the length, and in case if it is nothing is there, then they will simply write it null. So let me run this program and show you output. See, so in my this sentence, it is computer is the longest one, and the smallest one is off. Let me take it another sentence. Let me take it this one. What is the criteria for largest and smallest word? And run it. See, the criteria is the largest one. It is having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Around 8 is the length. So it is the largest one. And the smallest one is. So hope you got the understanding of how this work, how to find largest and smallest word. Similarly, you can do it uh, with the help of scanner. Accept the input, and whatever else you will read it with the help of scanner, simply pass it here. so it will give you same output. Now the second program was what? Your second program was to find out to accept the name more than one part and display it in the following pattern, like Sardar Vallabh Bhai Javer Bhai Patel. So you will print it in this form, right? So I have made that program also. So this is one my class, and in this class also I used some I imported some library, that is scanner and IO, that is input output, because I'm reading buffer reader. Buffer reader is a concept. Let me show you what actually the buffer reader is. So buffer reader, as you can see in my screen, it is used to read a text from that is on the that is character base, and it is used to read um, data in the form of line, means multiple data line it can read it. Used to read a text from character based input stream. Wherever you will find stream, it means that collection of a line, collection of a words, stream something. So it is used to read a data line by line, not as we did in a scanner and all. In scanner, we read a input from a user, or in array we read a set of character. So here read line is something where we are reading this line by line, where we are reading input line by line with the help of buffer reader. Let me give you example. If you use this buffer reader, it is used to buffer means where it in the memory it will save it. It will save the data in the form of buffer. And if you can see here buffer reader, let me show you my program. Here I read in this form. It means that it will read it in the form of lines, and it will save in a memory. So the advantage of using buffer reader is that it is memory efficient. That is why we use buffer reader to read a multiple string, to read a string in the form of line. So as I said you, Java buffer reader example means like we are reading the data from a text file, means when we want to read a multiple line, at that time this is uh, very useful. And one more thing, it is a memory efficient, means it is we don't need to bother about the memory concept. It internally manage the memory and help us to read multiple data line at once. So that is the reason we use buffer reader. um, let me see some more example. So buffer reader can also be considered. Buffer means something storage, right? So it read the data, and it will help you in reading the multiple data at once, an efficient one. So that is why reading a text from character input stream, buffering means storing a character that is efficient in term of reading character array and line. So why we use this buffer reader? So that it is efficient in term of memory and reading a data, or reading a character array and a multiple line. So let's come to the program. So here I did same thing. I read it buffer reader. So the syntax of buffer reader is buffer reader you need to declare, then a variable new to give a memory buffer reader, then again new, and input stream reader system in, means whatever I'm reading. System in is what? It is used for reading from keyboard. So system in will help you to read from a keyboard multiple line, and it will save in this input reader, input stream reader, When you put a cursor, it will give you a detail of that, like input stream reader use the default character set, and input stream reader is something, a group of a line that will be read by this input stream, and it will going to be handled by buffer reader. After that, here I'm just printing enter your first name, then I'm taking a variable string first name, and this br will going to read a line. Whatever input I will enter, it will read in the form of line or as an input. Second, I'm going to enter the middle name. So from that middle name, I will going to print only the character which is present at index 0. For example, if I enter Amit as my middle name, so what is present at index 0, that is if you know array, then in array the index will be like 0 a. On one index it will be m, on two index it will be I, on three index it will be T. So in the same way, here they will going to print only the character which is present at index 0, and same thing for my another middle name, it will print the character at a index 0, and for last one it will do as my first name, it will whatever input I will enter, it will going to read that, and after that I'm doing nothing, just print those. So here I'm just writing abbreviated name, first name, mid name 2, and last name. So let's see it. I'm running this program. Okay, enter your first name. So as per the input in this, I'm entering here um, Sardar. Next is your Vallabh Bhai. Now just see Sardar Vijay Patel, and here also you will get the same thing, Sardar Vijay Patel. So this how easy we did both the program. And okay, so just practice these two code. These two codes are really very interesting one, and I've shown you how simply you can do it only in a short one. This is the trick of solving these two program. It look complex, but I explain you how easily we can solve it. So just practice this. I will share this code with you also, and this video. So this video is just for you, uh, Snigdha, Akshara, and our computer class student, to clear this doubt. Uh, Thank you. And if you have any doubt on this, just ping on the WhatsApp group. And tomorrow we have a class uh, on doubt session. So if you have any doubt, just ping on this group. Thank you.